This is a guided meditation for moving into deeper relationship with the parts of us that carry fear, worry, and stress. Let's begin with a gentle, deep breath as we shift our awareness from our external world and move into the beautiful experience that lives inside you. Invite your mind to scan from the tippy top of your head down to the tippy toes of your toes, noticing any energy or experiences. Once you've found that part of you, focus on it and invite it to become the center of your awareness. Notice if it has any shapes or images, colors or textures, even a temperature, weight, or size. Notice that as you move into relationship with it, there is space between you and this part. And even invite it to stay just a little back so as to not overwhelm you, so that the two of you can begin to build a relationship of understanding and curiosity. Invite that space to exist, noticing that both you and this part of you will likely appreciate the opportunity to have this space. Take a gentle breath. As you focus on this fearful part, notice the energy that it is carrying. And check in with yourself. How do you feel towards it? And we create a space for compassion or curiosity to get to know this part better. For some, there may be the experience of other parts that are frustrated with the fear, or might want to minimize it or even make it go away. If you're noticing parts like this are coming up, let them know that you understand, that it makes sense that they're showing up, and gently ask if they could step back for a moment to create some space. Again, these parts may also appreciate a gentle, deep breath along with your reassurance that they are valid. All of the parts of you are valid. Again, noticing this fearful part. Share with it whatever feels right for it to know right now about your understanding of it, your compassion, or your curiosity. Does it make sense that this fearful part is showing up? If so, let it know. It is valid. Ask the part, what is it afraid would happen if it doesn't show up to remind you of the potential danger? Take a moment and be mindful to listen to its reply. For many, our fearful parts may be afraid that we will be hurt, that we will be left helpless or abandoned. They may be drawing upon experiences from the past to inform this present moment. Notice and listen with compassion to your fearful part's concern. And if they make sense, let it know that you hear and you understand. And notice now that with an understanding of this part's intention, can you access any sense of gratitude towards the fearful part? Is it possible to acknowledge that it has your best interest in mind? If so, let this part know. You hear it and you appreciate its intention. Ask the fearful part, what might it need from you in this moment? Take a moment to allow this part to be heard. Perhaps it needs reassurance, or it needs you to stay motivated and be alert and be intentional about the choices you make in this moment as change is on the horizon. Ask yourself, how might you be able to meet this part's need? Perhaps it simply would benefit from you checking in, letting it know that you see it and hear it, deliberately acknowledging its concern, and even beginning to intentionally build trust with it, letting it know that you understand and that you want to be in relationship with it, that the two of you can work together. Perhaps this part just wants to know that you're going to be mindful or careful. Or this part might have bigger concerns where it wants you to stay home and not go out in the world. Whatever concerns or worries this part has, invite it to share with you. Let it know you want to hear and understand. Remind it that you know these worries are in your best interest. As we bring this gentle guided exercise to a close, let's be mindful to set an intention with this part, whether it's taking actionable steps or simply inviting it to know that you will continue to check in with it and get to understand and know its worries and concerns. Even inquire if there's a specific time of day that you can meet with this part to really be present and hear what it's feeling and needing. Let's conclude by thanking this part for showing up for you, for sharing its thoughts and feelings, and remind it that it is valid, that it is respected, and that you appreciate its intention. And with a final gentle breath in, gently resting your hand, I'll invite you to return to this moment and this space, knowing that you and this part have a deep and important relationship that is focused on an overarching sense of connection and a desire for well-being.